coffee, everybody. Welcome to AstrorisaMoon Talk for AstrorisaMoon Forecaster. We're doing a reading today for Cancer, and this Cancer persona has a very earthy tone and energy to them, or to their character. They're very ambitious, and they have strong leadership and organizational skills. They're conventional in manner. And their home is a home that is just very down to earth. It's earthy. It's comfortable. It's like a warm, lit fireplace. Just you feel very comfortable in this space. And they are also very persistent in nature. So that's what this reading is for. The Cancer that has that earth quality to them. We're using two tarots. We're using the Gospel of Aradia, and we're also using the Psychic Tarot for this spread. So what's above the person is from the Gospel of Aradia, and it's curses. And what is said about that card is that one must take responsibility for the energy that they're sending out, because every action causes a reaction. So this person is thinking about a difficulty that they're having with someone else. They could have gotten into an argument, or there was just some type of misunderstanding. And it could be as mild as they're just not pleased with each other, or it could be something where they just really feel like somebody's, giving them the evil eye. So you want to ask yourself, if that is the situation, can this issue be resolved? Can you sit down and talk to the person? Are you willing to sit down and talk to them? Because the misunderstanding does not have to develop into a space of hatred or revenge. So this is a reading that is speaking of someone who is at odds with another person. And, when you get this card, it's saying that, we have to also really watch the kind of energy that we're sending out, or the things that we think about, if it's in a negative space. Because Cancerians in themselves are very psychic people. They have they're very intuitive. They have a strong feminine quality about them, whether they're male or female. And the feminine quality is not sexual feminine quality. It's that deep, innate femininity that allows them to be fluid like water, to soak in and take in everything that is around them. They pull in people's emotions and they dissect it to understand what's going on better, and they then respond to that person based on what they have intuited or dissected in their intuition. So that's a very strong spiritual ability, and with that you have then the power of the tongue and the power of the mind. So if you think back over your life, there may have been times when you said things and they happened, or you thought something and it happened. So sometimes when you are engaging with other people and then there's some type of discourse that's going on, you don't know if you're also dealing with a person that has the same skill or innate gift that you have. And so you all are butting heads on a spiritual plane, and you don't even realize it, because you may not have even purposely tried to hurt them through your thoughts or your words. You were just upset. But there's like constant bucking going on with people. And so this spread is speaking about that, saying that this is something that you would have to take responsibility for and change your energy, change your thought processes, change how you approach situations when you all are not in agreement. Because this is something that can be released and begin to redefine how you are going to handle, rewrite the code of how you are going to handle difficulties and problems with other people. Because this reading is saying that this is something that has gone on. This is like part of your nature or process that happens all the time. So you always feel like somebody's attacking you. You always feel like you're at war. You always feel like somebody's trying to do something to you. But it's just a reflection. This is a boomerang effect because of the ability that you have, of the power of tongue and mind. And many times we draw to us people that are like us. So even in the course of having arguments or disagreements with people, you are most likely having disagreements with people who also have power of tongue and mind. So this is something that you want to change, of how you approach, again, difficulties and disagreements with people. Now below you is blood. And blood is speaking about the struggles of love, the struggles of joy, and our future. So this is what you already know. This is what you're familiar with. And this card that's called blood actually is dealing with your DNA, your blood family, where you come from. So there could be a known difficulty within your family. And our blood ties are supposed to be grounding and protective in nature. That's what we all are looking for and all want. And that concept is not one that we're taught. That's an innate concept that we all know to be a truth. And so this is why when people don't have a strong relationship with their family, or that they have been hurt or abused by their family, it's a problem, more so than just being abused by an outsider. We innately know that our family, our blood ties, our bloodline is supposed to be there to protect us. So this reading is saying that this person has come from a family that may not have given them that protection that they were needing. And so this is beginning to unravel something here, where this person was hurt when they were a child, and now they hurt other people with their words, their actions, and their deeds. Like, they're very angry. And to the left of you is the card Fight. And to the right of you is the card the Queen. And this is what you have to balance within your own self. And that is that you have to learn how to defend yourself, and when do you need to fight, and when do you need to be involved in a fight or a battle. So you have to learn how to pick your battles and how to stand up for yourself, because this is connected then to the blood card. That this person may have had to fight when they were young, but they haven't really learned how to stand up and really defend themselves. Talking about defending and standing up for who you truly are. Not a physical fight anymore, but an emotional fight. Okay, and without really being clear on that, and what that really looks like, or how to approach it properly, then you're always ready to be verbally defensive and verbally abusive. And to the right of you is the Queen card. And the Queen card speaks about one who needs to become the queen of their own life. And that the decisions that they make are theirs and theirs alone. So there's this balance that has to come about for you. That you have to begin to know when to fight. Do you need to fight? Do you need to be committed to that situation? Do you need to be part of another crisis? Or should you begin to look more at finding out truly who you are? And when did you lose your queenship or kingship? Or did you ever notice it? Because definitely it's saying that you have that queenship and kingship title waiting for you. And that title is about you coming into your own royalty, your own specialness. And so this is saying that this person may have never even thought of themselves as being special or worthy. But that's where they should be moving toward. Moving towards the Queen card. So looking back at the Curse card above you, and it says that you have to take responsibility for your own actions, the words you say, the deeds that you do. And we have a clarifying card, which is the financial and material changes. And this is talking about a person that is dealing with changes and challenges and losses. So through your own actions and your own combativeness through verbal confrontations, then this is affecting your material and financial situation. It's affecting your relationships, and it's also affecting you probably physically. Maybe you feel tired all the time. You don't feel like you have the stamina to move forward, because this is a powerful card. It's dealing with powerful force. So there's something that in your own behavior and your own mindset is actually they say, the old folks say, you can hex yourself. A lot of times we think that people are doing something to us, not saying that they're not. They're not saying they're not sending negative energy towards us, but sometimes we can hex our own self just by the way that we speak, the things that we say, and the thoughts that we have. So when you begin to change that dynamic about yourself, then you should begin to see a difference in your financial and material world, because there's some kind of link there. The link could be that Maybe you get written up a lot. Or you've had different jobs because you were let go or fired. And you're thinking that it's everybody else. But you have to take the responsibility for the part that you play in that. And you can begin to change this situation. And looking at the blood card, which is below you, that which you know, the qualifier is the fulfillment of wishes card. And that's speaking about one who needs to begin the process of healing past memories. And it says that this is the right time to do that. The right time to begin to heal past memories that have been holding you hostage. It's about forgiving others, and it's about forgiving yourself so that you can move forward and receive the beneficial blessings that life is actually wanting to share with you. So this is a very good card that's saying that it's almost like hope can be fulfilled, emotional satisfaction can be fulfilled. But first you have to cut some ties, some painful ties, memory ties that is holding you hostage. To the left of you, the fight card. Remember we talked about this is what you are having to balance, that need, or you feel the need to constantly be at war. The fertility card is a qualifying card for that fight, that warrior that you constantly carry around with you 24/7. And it's saying that with the fertility card, that represents the feminine, but it represents Mother Earth. It represents that earth quality that you actually have. And it's asking you to put down your weapons and reconnect to that Mother Earth energy. Whether you find it in the mountains, you find it at the seashore, you find it in the garden, you find it in the forest, that same energy, that nurturing energy is requiring you to look for it and start nurturing yourself and start loving yourself and start being more compassionate with yourself, that you actually do not have to be a warrior at this time, that you have mastered the warrior or warrioress. Now it's time to master the Empress. It's time to master the benevolent energy that makes you feel whole, grounded, peaceful, and in love with yourself, which then begins to transfer itself outwardly to where you can begin to see humanity again and begin to love other people, as well as tolerate them for who they are or where they are, even if you don't like them. Going back to the Queen card, it's basically saying that, it says that when we step out of childhood and become the queen of our own lives, then we must take on the responsibilities that accompany that role. Those responsibilities need our compassion, it needs our ability to compromise, it needs our ability to be cooperative, and it needs our ability to be just and to be a leader, and to be wise in our own counsel. But before we can move towards that adult, mature place, we have to be able to resolve past issues, and that's what the qualifying card is speaking about, which would be love begins. So this whole reading is going back full circle. It's talking about resolving past issues. Again, it's talking about forgiveness. Again, it's talking about one who is able to eventually open their heart to truly receive whatever it is, whatever that gift is that the universe is so willing to give them, because they are at this point ready to move on a new path, a new road in their life. So this card spread has gone full circle. It identified what you've come from. It's identifying what your thoughts were, why you feel like everybody's out to get you. And it's asking you to lay down your weapons and to take up a new career. And that career is self-love, self-respect, and releasing yourself from your past emotions, your past hurt, because there's a kingdom waiting for you. It's yours for the taking. Just have to go get it. So I hope that this reading was beneficial and helpful for you. And we'll see you again. And remember to know your truest self, follow Moon. So take care.